Welcome to our learning channel. So this is the fourth lecture under probability. In the last videos, I covered what is the meaning of random experiment, what are the random experiments, how to compute the number of outcomes in the random experiment, the formula explained. Then what is the formula to calculate probability of an outcome or the event. So in this video, I am going to cover the working procedure to solve a problem given in a probability. Generally, the problems will be running around 3 to 4 lines, sometimes 5 lines, 6 lines of paragraph. Students will be in a confusion state. What we need to do there? To avoid that confusion, 3 steps I am going to explain. If you are clear on these 3 steps, any problem in probability, you can tackle it very simply way. Let us start. Here, the task is how to work out problems in probability. So these steps, first thing is that identify the random experiment. What is the random experiment in the problem? Number 2, identify the sample space. Explain this one. Sample space, nothing but collection of all outcomes. Collection of all outcomes of the random experiment. Number 3, identify the events. Events or event. What are events? Subcollection or complete collection of outcomes of a random experiment. This word you need to write always. Random experiment. Should not stop up to outcomes. This random experiment word you must specify. It is compulsory. Then only probability quantity have some sense. Number 4, compute the probability of the event by using the formula what I gave you. That formula, 4 steps. These 4 steps you need to follow to work out any problem, word problem or real world problem given in probability. These 4 things you have to stick on. What is the random experiment specified in that problem? Next, what are the total number of outcomes are there in that random experiment? That collection is called sample space. And we have to identify what are the events for which you need to find out the probability value. A, B, C, or E1, E2, E3 like that. Events are nothing but a part of outcomes or complete collection of all outcomes. Simply we can say in set theory I am going to cover subset. Event is a subset of, yes, sample space. And fourth one, if these 2 are ready or these 3 are ready, then only one formula we are going to use to calculate probability, what I gave you in the last lecture systematically. The value should be ranging from 0 to 1. That point, be careful. You should never get negative values or beyond one value. Probability ranges from 0 to 1. Probability of an event ranges from 0 to 1. Let us continue further. Let us understand those four steps what I gave you to work out a problem in probability. You see this one, problem one. Compute means finding. Compute the probability of getting at least one tail when two fair coins tossed. So clearly it is what is the random experiment here? First in solution part, what you do? In solution part, first step, just write down random experiment. Just write down this one, random experiment. No need to elaborate all these things. What is a random experiment? First one, it is based on coins. So tossing, how many coins? Two fair coins. What is the random experiment? Tossing two fair coins. Just write down tossing two fair, perfectly manufactured fair coins. Over. Next, what I told you to identify sample space. Sample space. Sample space means collection of all outcomes. All possible, right? Possible outcomes of the random experiment. Already gave the meaning of this one. If you know the meaning of this, no need to write all these things. Sample space, that's all. So generally we write with letter S. What is that you are going to show here? What are the possible outcomes when two fair coins are tossed? As I told you in one of the lectures, here two coins are there. Number of outcomes will be obtained. Here coin problem, isn't it? So 2 power n, that is 2 power 2, that is equal to 2 into 2 equal to 4 outcomes we get. In the same step, you can show the outcomes below down or side there. I told you to write down possibilities. Total 4 should be there in each column. One head, one tail, one head, one tail. Then double heads and tails alternatively. These are the outcomes. These are the 4 outcomes you are going to get. Outcomes. Here. That is what? When two fair coins are tossed, you observe the outcomes. First option, as I told you, two heads may appear, tail on first coin, head on second coin, head on first coin, tail on second coin, and both the coins' tails may appear. These are the possibilities of all outcomes that are going to happen in sample space. Yes, S is a symbol for sample space. So if you have formula, written formula there, below that you can show the outcomes. Third one. In third one, what I gave in that list, we have to find out events. What are the events? Here only one event. Only one event. What is the event? Getting at least one tail. What is the required outcome or outcomes we are going to expect from that experiment? That will be there in the problem itself. Getting what is asking for to find the probability. Getting at least one tail. So what is the event here? We can name by E. E. E is equal only one event, so just A or A capital we can use, B you can use, your choice, because by default we can use E there for event. E is equal to what? Getting, say we can copy, getting at least one tail. At least one tail means collaboration. That means the meaning we can get is that when we can, I'll use other terminology here. The outcome may be the outcome may be at least one tail. You may get one tail or two tails. You at least one. You may get one tail or two tails. That is the meaning of the event getting at least one tail. One or two. So this is about the third situation about the event we identified there. The outcome may be one tail or two tails. That should be clear to you. That's the meaning of at least. At least one means one or two because maximum two. Fourth one, compute the probability of E, the last stage. How to find out the probability of this event? Getting one tail or two tails or option or option. When or option is there, we have to add. When and option is there, we have to multiply. Be careful these two connectives. When or is happen to C, then addition comes into picture. When and is there, connective and is there between two, there is a chance of getting multiplication. Yes. So I have taken that outcome chart. You identify the tails in this. The event says how many probabilities. You see, at least one tail means one or two. Here is there one tail, one tail. Here two tails are there. So out of four, there are three options, three possibilities. So we can write M. What is M? Possible outcomes. First take possible outcomes. Outcomes for capital E. E stands for the event already I mentioned there. How many? One, two, three. What is N stands for? Total possibilities. Total number of outcomes. Nothing but in sample space, how many outcomes are there? Four are there. First, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. It is equal to four. Once you know what is small m, what is small n, we get the final probability of the event E. The formula already mentioned m over n. That is equal to 3 over 4. 3 over 4. In terms of percentage, you can write if you divide, it is 0.75 or 75%. Mostly we leave the answer in fractions or like this. Like this, we have to compute and last to conclude. Hence, the probability of getting at least one tail is 3 by 4. 3 by 4. We have to conclude like this. Once you find out the probability, conclusion we have to write like this with proper closing of that problem. So how to work out is clear to you. Conclusion last. Conclusion for any problem at last. Hence, the probability of getting at least one tail is equal to 3 over 4. 3 over 4. Hope you follow this video, and I'm going to give you one problem from your side. I'm expecting the answer in same manner. You work out. Some more we can do in detail how to identify the things in 4 steps to get the result. Try. Compute the probability of getting two heads when three fair coins toss. Hope you follow the method. The same method you apply for this. Here you identify what is the random experiment, what is the sample space, give the chart of outcomes, identify the event, what is the value of small m, small n, p of e, conclusion. Do share this video to your friends and ask them to learn along with you people, so that learning is a expanding medium. It won't contract. Do share, like and subscribe this channel. Watch complete video, then only you can able to put a step forward. So in coming videos, only one problem or at least two problems I'm going to give you for try section. So you just do it, so that how much you followed, you can test yourself. I give replies to your comments automatically once I see. There is no skipping of giving replies from my side. Same thing I'm expecting from your side. Follow the video, learn effectively, do well. All the best.